Hey guys, welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ears stay. Guys, Wiley woke me up out my damn sleep, and he's having a really good um show over there. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come on and give you guys some quickie news and talk randomly about some things that I'm going to come back live and discuss. As you can hear in the background, I finally got my free conference call to come back up on my computer so we can do some call-ins. I used to do call-ins at one point in time. But, things happen. Shit start breaking down, equipment start failing. You start moving and packing stuff up. But there's hopefully some good news on the horizon. Hopefully Monday, when it comes to the house that I'm looking at. Apartment house. It's a 2-floor apartment, but it's definitely a house. I am going to make it my home if I get there. So anyway, guys, I just want to randomly come on and just share some brief news with you guys. And then I'm going to go ahead back to my own personal space right now. Finish listening to Wiley. Basically, he did a poll, Fabe versus Tracy. Who do you think is winning? People are calling in, giving their opinion on this whole, Tracy, not allegedly, but there's proof that says that she was gonna, in the heat of the moment, fighting, hurling out words, saying she's gonna put a young child, Fabi's daughter, on Craigslist, Facebook, and then I heard sugar babies and GoDaddy and Big Daddy and things of that nature. It has not been done yet, and I don't support that. Like I was trying to tell Fabe with that No Dragging Kids campaign, I ain't with that shit, because a lot of people on there shouldn't be on there, and a lot of people that's not on there should be on there. And she came to her senses and realized Shish Trish was full of shh. Anyway, I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you some quickie news, but I want to tell you about Wiley's show that he's putting on over there. Basically, people are on their way to jail, allegedly. You got the whole community of the beef and drama sector, allegedly. I don't know why they call it the beef and drama sector. I never really did, but I have a joke. I'd be like, when I grow up, I want to be like you. I want to be the type of person that get on here and fight for my life all day long, just to get a damn dollar. Damn, I don't even have a dollar around me, but I know I have a dollar. But it's over there in my pocketbook for a dollar. For some money. I don't understand what's gotten into these people. Everybody in this particular sector is not the same person they once were when they got on YouTube. None of them acted like this, but they saw a lane and an opportunity to make it grow. Now, I want to ask you, to the people watching, why the hell do YouTube push that shit? But when I tell you the real Hebrew Israelites, or I tell you Christianity ain't shit, or I can mimic what Nick Cannon said, who since doubled down, and I'm just gonna do a whole upload on him. I'm gonna talk to Nick Cannon, because we had an opportunity once again as black people to nail this shit home, to just drive this nail right in their coffin and let them know who we really are as God's people. Once again, somebody with authority and the power to make a difference in the black community. And Nick, I said when you first said it, you weren't too worried about your money, your fame, your status, but now it seems like you're worried about it. Bro, you got incredible productions. You got Pots and Pans Productions. Why the hell won't you take Wildin' Out or create a new version of it and do your own damn thing and tell these so-called illegitimate bastards, as what the hell his name is, Hitler did back when he realized they weren't the real Jews he was trying to kill. He was trying to kill us. And I say thank God for slavery, because we was brought a different direction than the gas chamber. It's a struggle, and we ain't getting nothing for it, but we still here to tell about it. And most of those people, you only got a few survivors from that Holocaust over there. I'm just saying, people. But channels like mine don't get promoted, but this beef and drama sector, telling people to suck little girls' penises, telling people you're gonna put penises in little girls' mouths, putting pictures of little girls on adult bodies in sexually compromised positions. Now YouTube, this whole sector is becoming like a porn site. It's nothing but pornography in this beef and drama sector. None of these people were like this when they got on here. So to me, it's an underlying demon. And legion means many. So if legion is in one content creator, another content creator, another content creator, another YouTuber, damn, you know how many demons is in this sector? And God doesn't deal with the lesser of two evils. I don't give a damn. In the eyes of God, evil is evil, whether it's perpetuated much, whether much evil was sown, or whether little evil was sown. Evil is evil, and thank God He created it for His good pleasure. He gonna do something with this evil, and all I can do is encourage you people to be done with the evil. Why do you desire to see somebody destroyed? Why do you want to be like the open enemy of the land and kill, steal, and destroy your own people when there's a whole race of demonic people that have spent a lifetime trashing black people, and you have no fight in you for that? Reminds me of the house nigger and the field nigger. Just some niggas in this world will beat down the ones in the field because they made it a little somewhat into the house, which is now Hollywood or YouTube wood or whatever fame in their sick minds they think they have amassed. These people don't give a damn about other people to get to where they are. See, I got one person in my chat talking this shit, but all day long we see numbers upon numbers with calling CPS, calling the police, getting hundreds and thousands of people to come tear you down as a person. Do they deserve it? Well, if they're out there beefing and attracting this to them, hell, I guess we all get what we deserve or got coming to us, right? God don't make no mistake about punishing us, and sometimes He'll use your enemy to do it. Now, I'm a little tired. I spent all day yesterday helping my daughter move, and I just kind of slept and laid around, but while he kind of got me up, I was hearing what he was saying. I'm like, you know what? Not the right people are speaking on, and no disrespect to Wiley, because I actually got on here to promote you, Wiley. I think you're doing an amazing job over there with your poll. We're bringing awareness to this. And I can support that. I'm actually going to do one of you and VS moves. You know how VS used to go live and then you piggyback off of her and keep the conversation going. So after I give my people my Quickie news over here in a little random talk, I am going to come back, Wiley, and pick up where you left off. But I promise you, I will not use your exact title like you did Lovely T, who I'm going to talk about right now. A lot of people would love to moderate for Lovely T. Hell, a lot of people would love to moderate for somebody outside of the beef and drama sector. Unfortunately, that's as far as some content creators made it. They have not made it to a Tasha K's platform. They have not made it to a Lovely T's platform. And a lot of people are jealous and kind of soured at this woman, Tracy with the T, aka Living My Truth, who's out here saying what foul things toward children, has made it to Lovely T's platform. And Lovely T is saying, I don't give a damn about that. Prior to her choosing prior to Tracy coming out with all this foulness, Lovely T knows she picked a decent person. Tracy was decent when she first got on here hanging with Jay Wilson. Everybody was decent until they started meeting one another, and then things became, like the church, undecent and out of order. You know, the Bible in Corinthians said, let things be done decently and in order. But the church is so undamn decent right now and so out of order. Like these people in certain sectors of social media, they have no discipline of their spirit and their soul. And if God is calling you to fight these battles, I'm sure He will be allowing you to do it better than what we see. Everybody just seems like they're out here cutthroat and killing, stealing, and destroying. And that's the works of the devil, the works of the flesh, the works of the I want to be better. I am the best. I'm going to be better than you. I'm going to be bigger than you. Hell, I try to tell people there's so much place in God and positions in God. We all could be great. But not in this sector of YouTube, not in Hollywood, not on social media. It can only be one queen reigning. It can only be one king at a time. What happened to the nations of people, the 12 tribes that were kings and queens, holy priesthood and royal nations? God chose 12 brothers, not just one person. So to fight for that position is crazy to me, because in God, where most of these people aren't, there's plenty of positions and plenty of work to do and plenty of children to suffer not, like the Bible says. So we have to ask these parents, and we have to ask these barren women. And the Bible says barren women will have more children than those that can have children. So I'm only here to educate the people, okay? But you have mothers and you have barren women out here fighting over children. And there is a story in the Bible that says a woman rolled over on her baby, killed her own damn baby, y'all. It happens. We hear about it. There's plenty of testimonies going through social media. And whether the child is alive and doing well or not, parents are still rolling over on their kids for payola, cash app, sympathy, clout, fame, fortune. Some parents couldn't make it on social media without their children. Their personality ain't shit other than to strip in front of you, take off your clothes, take off their clothes. They have nothing really to give but beef and drama. So whether the child is alive or not, just listen to the metaphor and listen to what the Bible says. The woman rolled over on her dead baby. The woman rolled over on her baby and killed the baby. Some of you parents out here on social media have been rolling over on your children, killing your own babies since the days of the Bible. And you want to blame it on these other people, and it ain't right. Because the other person in the Bible is the mother of the child. The real mother, who during the night, baby was taken from her and the dead baby was put over there on her. And when everybody got up in the morning, the woman who rolled over on her baby and killed her baby and then tried to push it off on another person as doing so, that woman said, I know my child. I did not give birth to this dead baby. I don't know who the hell you think you is, lady, but this ain't my child. So women have been fighting for their children since the days of the Bible, when I believe King Solomon had to make a decision over this child. And see, the moral of the story is going to be, and I'm going to let you know now, that whoever had the real feelings for the baby would be determined after Solomon said, take that child, cut it down the middle and split it. Let me see how you feel about that child now. There's a lot of children in this world suffering at the hands of their parents, rolling over on them. And there's a lot of women with child and without child saying, hold the hell up. What you doing to that child? How you kill that child? What's going on with that child? No matter what going on in this world, there's nothing new under the sun. So on YouTube, in a certain sector, there are women fighting over a particular child. Some people question that this child is being pushed up in the front of the camera at the hands of the mother. And some people are just hateful that this mother may have a good relationship with her daughter and like to do family vlogs. But this isn't what the channel is based on. The channel wasn't based on family vlogs. But now you can turn your channel into anything, I guess, if you want to. But it wasn't originally incorporated for family vlogs. So people are saying, okay, this woman, when it comes to the heat of battle, know how to insert her child in there and gain sympathy from everybody. Because who don't love children? I tell you who do. A whole bunch of goddamn perverted ass pedophilia motherfuckers running around here looking at your child, sending your child gifts, paying for your child to eat in school and to go out on vacations and shit. You don't know who these strangers is giving you your money. And if you're the type of woman that don't give a damn where the money come from and just take the money, a pervert could be buying your baby the next set of Christmas books and Christmas clothes and whatever. You don't know. Women, you don't know. But what you better know is there's mothers out here rolling over on their children and killing them like the Bible says. It's weird to me. But to determine who really loved that baby, because you know the woman who baby it really belonged to, she was like, bitch, I'll beat your ass right up in this goddamn Bible if you don't give me my baby. So I understand women fighting for their children. Hell, I had to fight my damn daughter yesterday. Not physically fight her, but I had to fight her in that spirit. That old nasty ass attitude started to rise up as I'm helping her move. Gave her the $100 for the U-Haul. All of her little girlfriends and everybody came along to help her. You know, she got good. She don't have friends. She got 3 sisters and a brother. They're not her biological. She got 2 biological, 3 biological, some over in Jamaica. But by me, she got 2 sons. She don't have friends. She got three girls that she calls sister and 1 guy that she called brother, and then a multitude of cousins. But I was like, damn, where the hell your friends at? Every time you gotta do something, it's all mommy. But then when me and her be going through it, her friends is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, please. I had to nip that shit in the bud. I ain't roll over on my daughter, but I showed her how I truly felt. And I showed God how I truly felt. I'm not going to let the devil destroy you. But what I'm going to do is cut the umbilical cord so you don't destroy me and roll over on me and my ass be dead one day. Oh, hell no. So I understand. My daughter 27 years old, and I've been telling you, it don't matter in the eyes of God. You could be them 2-year-old black Hebrew boys that they were trying to kill in the Bible, or you could be a Noah, 960 years old, when he was laid to rest. Still God's child. So the moral of my story is, they don't give a damn how old you are out here. You're going to have some people fight for the children, and you're going to have some people fight for God's children, okay? And I'm out here fighting for God's children because the people involved with this whole porn, pedo, sick bullshit that's going on in the beef and drama sector, they all need a little bit of God. The Bible says that God had to go into a city, go into chat rooms, go into platforms, go into the DMs, and hold this man by his hand because he was in a city where he was living blind, but the Bible didn't say he was born that way by birth, so a miracle could be performed. There were some people born blind by birth, and then there were some people who became blind because of their sin and the condition they were living in. Go read the book of James. Just read the whole book of James. For the love of God. He's Jesus' half brother. You Christians, read the book of James. It tells you how your sin and your sickness go hand in hand. Alright? And the pastor gonna tell you can sow $4.99, and Jesus said, take up thy bed. Is it easier to say take up thy bed or their sins be forgiven? You keep laying in your bed paying $4.99, hoping on the return of a white man who ain't coming back to save you. But you got 2 women, 2 people. You got God. And God is telling me to tell you all whatever thus saith the Lord is saying over here. I tell you, I just woke up like, let me get out here and just do some Quickie news, and which I do have on my phone. But I want to share this because you got some people fighting out here for God's children. See, the parents And the non-parents, the barren women, these people need God, because God had to go into that city, hold the man by his hand, lead him out of that city situation and circumstance, bring him to another place, go down on the ground, make spit mud, put it on the man's eyes and said, open up, let me see what you see. He said, ooh, I see men as trees walking up. You're still seeing distorted. Your vision is still not clear. He had to go back down in the ground, spit, make more mud, put it on his eyes a second time. Some of y'all had the mud on your eyes the first time, but then you fell back into your sin. You fell back into your circumstances and situations. And now on YouTube and social media, you falling into everybody's damn business. And that's not good, people. It's not good at all, right? So he did it a second time. He said, open up your eyes. He said, look up. See, a lot of people only want to look down and look out. You got to begin to look up to the hills from where your help come from. Look up. So the man looked up. He was obedient now. He looks up. And he said, I can see clearly now. And that's all I encourage the parents and the barren women and the adults in this situation, is to get that touch. If you feel that touch and know you need to be touched, know what you're out here doing is wrong, regardless of it's going to bring you more views or not, more clicks and more numbers or not. I'm telling you, those numbers we don't play that shit in the kingdom of heaven. We deal with numbers, but not like this, okay? There was an army of 3,000. And by the time Gideon went out to fight, these scary-ass mofos got down to 300. And God even said, if you're afraid, get out my battle, because I don't want no fearful people. That's why a lot of people not in the kingdom of heaven. Oh, they in church, and a little bit of the word is in them, but they're not in the kingdom of heaven. How I know? They will be fighting with pots and pans and not the police. They will be fighting with spears and javelin and not the goddamn CPS. They will be fighting just by walking to the enemy's camp, making the enemy think that there's a whole tribe of lepers coming, making the enemy flee. Not doing it. It's not about God out here in these streets, y'all. So, go read Mark 8:22 through 26 or something like that. Just put in the book, just Google it. Jesus spit on a man's eyes, and that account is going to come up. You'll be like, yeah, I spit on somebody's eyes. You don't know what God is going to ask you to do to win your battle, or to win a soul over, or to gain somebody into the kingdom of heaven, okay? You don't know. When I saw he sent them out with pots and pans to fight a battle, I'm on open for this. But the real weapon is your words. And nobody is sounding godly out here fighting, regardless of what the fight is, even on behalf of Black Lives Matter, black people, and all that bullshit surfacing. So let me just say to the people fighting over children, there's a dead baby in the Bible. Cut the baby in half and see who loved that child more now when the baby dead and cut in half. That's what Solomon was trying to say, because they had so much passion over this child, right, wrong, or indifferent in their situation. But in the Bible situation, a woman rolled over on her own damn baby, killed her own baby, and stole the other woman's baby, and put the dead baby alongside the real mother. Because real mothers would never roll on their children, kill them on camera or off camera, and then blame other people for doing it, and then try to take their children in place of her mistake, her wrongdoing. They went to Solomon. He was king at the time. Yo, she got my baby. No, that's my baby. You killed your baby in the sleep. No, you rolled over on your own damn baby. my baby got pinks, got life in him. Your baby is dead. No, he said, give me the baby. Give me the baby. Give God the baby, y'all. Give God the baby. Take the sword and cut the baby in half. And see who feel more about this baby than anything. So now let's get into some news. So I found out today Naya Rivera dated Taj Mowry, Tamara and Tia's younger brother, I do believe. And I believe she was one of his first dates. Go check that out. Nick Cannon, again, he's around here apologizing. And I'm going to do a separate video on Nick Cannon. Because once again, Nick had the dagger in the enemy's tail. He stuck him hard, but then when he got fired, he got scared. See, he don't know God shall supply all your needs according to his riches in Christ Jesus. He thinks Viacom and all these networks of Jewish people that are out here pretty much manipulating the masses with their lie that nobody wants to call them to the carpet on. And he backpedaled and pussy pop and apologized. We can no longer apologize for being the Hebrew Israelites. We can no longer apologize for being God's chosen people. We can no longer apologize for people putting us into slavery and telling us the devil did it. We can no longer apologize for, as they want to call us, being black or the indigenous 12 tribes of Israel. We got to stop apologizing for that, people. So anyway, just to give you some brief recaps of what's going on in other news, right? Iowa meth kingpin put to death by U.S. in third federal execution this week. 3 executions went down. These people are dead. You guys are out here executing each other on these YouTube streets. You're still alive. You have a chance to walk away from it, regroup, stop rolling over on your own children and shit like that out here in these YouTube streets. Because it works for one person and their child, it's not going to work for all of y'all with y'all children. Satan has a way of disguising himself as the angel of light, making it appear to you that they're godly. Everybody can't do that. It takes skill. It takes work. It takes practice, okay? And some people are good at mimicking God and mimicking the word of God and then giving it a little bit to the masses just to get you hooked. And then everything else they do don't matter and is not wrong in your eyes because they made you think they love God off the cuff. So we have neither Reeds and I have seen both their wives naked. D.L. Hughley rips Kanye West. Let's see what that's talking about. So we got Kanye West and we have D.L. Hughley trying to say some stuff. Neither Reeds and I've seen both their wives naked. D.L. Hughley rips Kanye West for being just like Trump. And again, I just heard Kanye exited out of the presidential campaign. And I do believe it's because he rendered enough souls with his Jesus cult to rally behind him. And now that he's off the polls or out of the race, these people are going to side with Trump. They're not going to side with Biden because remember, he came out dissing Biden. He said Biden ain't no good, allegedly, paraphrasing. He don't like him. He won't make a good president. So who else is there to vote for? If you thinking about Hillary, you done lost your damn mind as well. But I told you, until they put God back into politics, God back into the public sector, they can kiss God's ass for all I'm concerned. Because it ain't godly what these people are doing out here through you and to you with the politics. That's why they say keep church and state separate. And we're doing really good. All right. So basically, comedian D.L. Hughley slammed Kanye West during a Friday appearance on The View, saying that the entertainer turned presidential candidate was just like President Donald Trump. Absolutely. In his speech and his rhetoric and the way he's carrying himself and the way he could be possibly deceiving the American people with this Jesus cult, just to lure you guys into more of a deep state situation that I'm sure you guys, if you couldn't deal with Christianity and Christianity hasn't worked for you all these thousands of years later, as a nation, forget individually, because whatever you believe in, it'll work for you. But as a nation, it hasn't worked for all the black people, all the indigenous 12 tribes of Israel, especially when it comes to reparation, which I just recently heard that Ashley, North Carolina is going to be getting some reparation, but that's just a small percentage. Excuse me, that's just a small percentage. So D.L. Hughley is going off on Kanye West because he acts a little bit too much like President Trump. Chrissy Teigen's tweet about John Legend's past infidelity is so awkward. I'm glad she came up because I saw another tweet. Go over and watch Storm Monroe. He interviews young Pharaoh, and they bring up more of Chrissy Teigen's tweets, guys. And it says here, Chrissy Teigen's tweet about John Legend's past infidelity is so awkward. Now, none of us knew. I kind of knew, and I always thought John Legend was a little gay. I'm just saying. And but recently, Chrissy Teigen came out saying how she likes seeing little girls half naked do splits. Oh, she should be in jail. These are her words. How she would like to see young teen girls at me all. So lesson well learned. Hopefully you guys can see me there. I'm back and it's still recording. Yes. All right. So Chrissy Teigen has some posts coming up of her own sick, demented stuff about children. Allegedly, and it sounds pedophilia. It sounds disgusting, okay? So go over there and cancel Chrissy Teigen. If you're going to be canceling anybody, cancel these celebrities as well as the local YouTubers that you're in beef with. There's other people out in this world. Now, I know as a mother, we don't give a shit about nobody's children but our own. But if you really cared about kids, like I was trying to tell Shish Trish in her damn No Dragon Kids campaign, the fuck Vatican will be your greatest fight. The church would be the second greatest fight. Police, doctors' offices, all these people are manipulating your damn children out here, especially government and politicians. So if y'all gonna be out here fighting over anybody's children, you better be fair about it, because that's one thing I am. You can't be out here. There's a lot of children being affected. Even some other YouTube content creators, children have been talked about and dragged through the mud. But they don't get half the attention as one child does over the other. If you're going to be out here fighting for one child, you better fight for them all. What good is one child going to do for the future when there's a whole shitload of children, boatload of children up underneath us that can make a difference in this world? But as long as you, the parents and the non-parents and the adults, allow it to keep going down, it's not going to happen. Go get Chrissy Teigen's ass. You want to fight, put your claws in her. She got 2 daughters over there talking reckless about little girls and what she like to see them do. So now she has the awkward tweet about her husband, her alleged husband. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get my one second. Let me see if I can get my phone call back up. But anyway, oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yay. All right, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I just have to hit the phone. Click mic and speakers.
Well, thank you for.
And we're back. All right. So, basically, I was trying to say, loves all John Legend, including his imperfections. Still, it surprised me to learn about the singer's experience with cheating, but unsurprisingly, Chrissy Teigen's tweet about John Legend's past infidelity is totally LOL worthy. It's full of shit. She is just trying to look for attention. I thought she was kind of weird on the lip sync with LL Cool J. I just something about her. But now, after hearing Storm Monroe's video on her, and then after watching him and Young Pharaoh's video last night, and she came up again, and more tweets, another tweet came up. This woman is really sick. Very sick when it comes to children, okay? So, let me get myself back together here, because we're going to stay a little under an hour, and then I'm going to end it. So how's everybody's Friday going? Happy Faithful Friday, guys. Yes. Let me put a banner that says Faithful Friday. So we're going to be faithful around here every day of the week, regardless of what we got going on. And that's probably why I can't get housing. A lot of the landlords around here are white descent and Jewish. I don't hate white people or Jewish people, but you are not right people, and you don't have the right to keep treating people like myself, and I'm not afraid to say African living in America, like shit. You know, you got a lot of black people running around here afraid to say the word Jewish, afraid to say the word anti-Semitic, afraid to say words like rape and stuff like that because of what YouTube and other people are going to do to you. And that's the fear they try to put in you. Who are these people to tell other people what to say when they have the worst sayings about black people, African people, descendants of slavery, the Hebrew Israelites? They said some horrible things about us, not to mention did some horrible things to us. And I can't say Caucasian, Anglo-Saxon, Jewish people, Ashkenazi Jews that are not the real Hebrew Israelites. And then when Nick Cannon get an opening to get a following of people to believe that and start to practice that and live it again, what the freak he go do? So for Faithful Fridays, faithful any day of the week, I'm definitely going to sit over here and tell you, you Christians, you Hebrew Israelites living as Christians, you Christians formerly known as Hebrew Israelites, Minister Ericon, I'm coming for you too. You know better. Honorable Drew, Ali, you know better. Brother Polite, you know better. Young Pharaoh, I love you. We from the same state, but you say Hebrew Israelites don't exist. But yet you agreed with Nick Cannon's statement that we do exist. Make your damn mind up. I know you're Hamitic, but everybody in the world ain't from Egypt. Ham had a brother named Shem. And I'm trying to tell you, black people, you're more anti-Shemitic against you being a real Hebrew Israelites than any other race could ever be. And as long as they know they got that fear in you not to stand up and be who God created you to be, as the Hebrew Israelites, they'll forever win and keep oppression over you and keep their knee in your neck. I can't sit here and water down anything I've said in the last 6 years because it's the God's honest truth, people. And just like I said, this year alone, we had COVID, an opportunity to say to hell with this shit. I'm going to repent, turn from my wicked ways, and follow God, the one true God again. We had Breonna Taylor, and that still needs to be worked out. While on the other hand, George Floyd flourished. You wonder why, how two black people get killed, yet one go on to make millions in their damn GoFundMe, and police get arrested, and his daughter is online talking about my father changed the world, but yet another young woman who ain't commit no damn crime like George Floyd, with that $20 forged check or whatever, $10 fake bill, whatever the hell it was, ain't even commit no crime. Did nothing wrong. Actually worked alongside the police to help God's people. Yeah, you got people like Portia Williams and Yandy Smith and Tamika Mallory getting arrested because they want to speak out on behalf of her injustice. This world is fucked up. Really messed up. Along with Chrissy Teigen, she's messed up. The lady is sick, yo. She got a fetish with little kids. And now she's online putting up tweets about her husband's infidelity or whatever. Let me finish reading this to you. It's just during the July 13th episode of, what's that, Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast. Legend got candid about how before meeting his now wife, he hadn't always been loyal to his partners. Of course not. You can look at John Legend and tell most people in the industry before they settle down and get married have slept around, have been with other people before they got with their now wives or husbands. So it goes on to say, he hadn't always been loyal to his partners. I did have a history with cheating, especially in my 20s, he told Shep in response. Teigen tweeted a screenshot from an Us Weekly article about the episode with the caption, especially, 2 question marks. The other shit is in the 10s and 30s, so you better be talking the 10s, idiot. Again, this bitch is referring to young children here, I think. 20s and 30s are adults. She talking about the 10s. What the fuck? When they say awkward, she's really being awkward, y'all. Alright, so we got Wish Shopping Made Fun. Go over to wish.com. I shop there. I like a lot of their merchandise. I really do, y'all. Breonna Taylor was alive but left untreated after police shot her record show. So, the woman was alive, y'all, and was left for dead. And did nothing wrong. But we can't get any justice for her. You have a man like George Floyd who goes into a store, commits a crime, and we get all the justice for him. You see how you learn and train to support wickedness? And as I was saying, COVID, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Rashawn Brooks, Nick Cannon, and his old comment surfacing now. Chrissy Teigen and Hollywood being pedophilias. This is all opportunity for God's people to stand up and say to hell with this shit. Right is right, wrong is wrong. We are the people and we no longer gonna take this. What are you afraid of? Right now, nothing but truth coming off my channel, and I have nobody in my chat, and I'm not afraid to say that. But I told you, I refuse to come on here and sell my soul for a following and a click and a view when it's not going to get you right with God. If it's not getting you God, I'm not with it. So, millions of kids told full return to school in fall unlikely. School may be happening in the fall, you all. It may not just be happening. Watch Trump flips out over Fox's Chris Wallace, tells him Joe Biden doesn't support him. Did you see Chris Cuomo? Chris Cuomo was going off the other day, y'all. I'm hoping y'all in liking this afternoon's delight with Drew. I mean, it's the best I could give you. Is my truth. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right? Regardless of who you like or you support. If they do right, you support the right. If they do wrong, don't support the wrong. Challenge the wrong. Help them correct their wrong. Show them the errors of their ways. Just don't go along to get along, just to belong, so you can get on somebody's panel or platform and voice your opinion that seems to be more ungodly as it's being heard. So we have bank-owned properties that others don't know about, 100% free. Anybody looking for housing like myself, stay clicking on the realtors.com, any foreclosure housing, learn how to get into tax liens and things of that nature if it's legal in your state, because there's some states tax liens are not legal in, all right? So again, we have Will Smith reportedly felt pressure to retain his marriage with Jada Pinkett. I wonder why. Who's forcing these people to stay together? Their image? They gonna look in the public eye? And that's why so many people are together today, because how they look in the public eye, right? So we also got not extending $600 unemployment benefit would be a catastrophe to some people, is saying here. We have another shopping list, guys. Get to Wish. Wish has some pretty cool stuff over there. The prices change. Even when it seems like you put it in your cart, the next time you go to order it, it's like it's either went up or went down. But the items are pretty good over there, okay? Horrific before and after pictures of drug dealers whose habits destroyed their looks. I'm going to show you some of this, guys. These haggard-looking drug dealers, both still in their 30s, have been jailed for a total of 9 years, y'all. Look at this. 9 years. I don't know if that's their original photo or if that's their photo after 9 years. Baby. Rice Watkins, 33, and Rachel Hayward, 39, were both arrested and charged with being concerned in supply of heroin and crack cocaine in Barry, South Wales. Wow. The pair used to be a good-looking couple, but years of drugs have taken that toll, as the images of their younger days reveal. Let's see younger days. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at them, y'all. Oh my God. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at them now, y'all. Lord have mercy. Not only drugs, though, people. Stress, worry, fear. That all takes the youth out of you. That all knocks the life out of you. So basically, Watkins from Barry was sentenced to 3 years and 8 months in prison, and Haywood, also from Barry, received a sentence of 5 years and 7 months. They went in looking like this, y'all. But they used to look like this, y'all. My God. Wow. Look at that. Alright, so let's carry on. We got a few more minutes here and I'm going to wrap it up. Micah Brzezinski explains Joe Scarborough's break from Morning Joe. Whatever they are. 2 men charged in July 4th attempt lynching at Indian Lake. Lord have mercy. Did y'all just hear it? 2 men charged in July 4th attempted lynching at Indiana Lake. Let's take a look at this. And you guys see the storyline, right? Alright, so 2 men were charged Friday in an alleged assault against a black man who was seen in a viral video being held against his will in the woods near an Indian Lake on 4th of July. That's crazy. Sean Purdy and Jerry Cox are charged with various crimes, including confinement and battery against a 36-year-old Bloomington, Indiana man. Vox Booker, according to the Indianapolis Star. Monroe County prosecutor Erica Oliphant has filed 2 active warrants for the 2 men, and Booker will face no charges. Purdy is charged with criminal confinement, resulting in injury and intimidation, all felonies. Cox is charged with aiding and causing criminal confinement, felony battery resulting in injury, intimidation, and 2 misdemeanor counts of battery. Guys, you can get on Smart News and check out some of these stories. We are going to do one more. So there was a $4.69 billion settlement awarded by court. Women who use talcum powder on their genitals have been found to be, let's go there. All right, so let's see. Oh, so when you click on the story, it says, hello, I'm Cheryl with Journey for Justice. Cash compensation is available for those affected by the use of talcum powder. I'm going to ask 4 simple questions that will determine your eligibility. Click the Get Started button to begin. Not that I want to get started, but it's actually in front of the article I want. So I'm going to click Get Started. All right, so the first question would be, ladies, 1 of 4 questions. If you've ever used talcum powder down on your vajayjay, there's a $4.69 billion settlement going around. Do you or a loved one use talcum baby powder near the genital areas? For the love of God, most of us did it on our children growing up and got it on us as children growing up. But then I know there's some adults that like to be dry in certain areas, not dry on the inside, but, from any sweat or stuff that may happen on the outside, and use talcum powder. In the nursing homes, a lot of elderly women and people are getting talcum powder put on them, right? So I'm just going to, you see how the questions are coming up? I'm just going to click no because I really don't want to do. So question 2. Based on your answer, it doesn't appear as though you have a case. Thanks for your time. Have a good day. See? But alright, so let's go back there. I'm going to show you what it says if you say yes. Hey, this is not the first time you are here. What would you like to do? Start again. Let's start again and say yes to it and see what happens. Again, she introduced herself and tell you that compensation is available, okay? Alright. So, do you or a loved one use talcum powder, baby powder near the genital area? Click yes. Question 2. Were you or your loved one diagnosed with ovarian cancer? Ooh. See, now I have to be honest. I never had ovarian cancer, but I had cervical cancer. So I'm going to have to say no, and that's not related to talcum powder. We'll do a whole teaching on cervical cancer, but no, I'm going to have to say no. Okay, thank you. Based on your answers, so there you go, okay? Anybody with an ovarian cancer, you guys can go to Smart News. Look for the article that says 4.69. Hold on. 4.69 billion. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? Let me go over some. 4.69 billion settlement awarded by court. Okay, you guys can go to Smart News and click on that article. Now it's almost time for me to wrap it up here. Thank you for the people who came along. For the last thing I want to say, Trump's administration preparing executive order banning undocumented immigrants. Lisa Marie Presley's son, Benjamin Cole's autopsy report confirms he died by, suicide. Which leads me back to Naya Rivera and Taj Mowry. Now, Taj was Naya Rivera's first. Naya Rivera was Taj's first girlfriend, I believe, but there's still speculations that people can use drowning to commit suicide. So, guys, let's see. Lisa Marie Presley's son, Benjamin Cole, died by suicide due to an intraoral shotgun wound. His autopsy revealed. The report was made public 2 days after Cole died on Saturday, July 12th. Now, remember, I believe Naya was somewhere right around July, the Wednesday prior to this. Celebrities who died in 2020, remembering the stars we lost. So, let's just go ahead and see if I click on this, what's going to happen. So, yeah, we lost Naya Rivera. Let's see. There's not much of a list, but they talk about people who dealt with COVID, such as Tom Hanks, Idris Elba, Andy Cohen. All right, and remember, most people going to the hospital are being diagnosed with COVID, whether they die with COVID or not. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this Quickie news here. I hope you guys are all interested in it. Find it worthy to be subscribed to, right? Oh, here's some news you can use before we leave. Beyonce shuts down wedding planner who tried to block Blue Ivy trademark. Uh-oh. July 14, 2020 at 12:40 p.m. All right, so according to official documents obtained by The Blast, the United States Patent and Trademark Office reached a decision in Bev's battle with a wedding planner named Veronica Morales. The two have been fighting ever since Beyonce filed to trademark her daughter's name, Blue Ivy. Veronica claimed she had already been using the name for her wedding company and demanded Beyonce be denied her request. At one point, the wedding planner accused Beyonce of committing fraud against the trademark board. All right, so this was a little battle going on. Beyonce fired back, claiming the woman's attempt to block her was nothing more than a money grab. She claimed in private negotiations the wedding planner tried to sell her company to Beyonce for $10 million. Veronica denied the allegations of the $10 million offer. In her argument, Beyonce said Blue Ivy Carter is a cultural icon. Once again, we're putting our children out here before the public. Yes, I mean, people were using Blue Ivy before Blue Ivy got her name, Blue Ivy Carter. But, that's Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, so they don't want nobody using that name. And they will bully their way around Hollywood and allegedly mess with people and force people to change their company name. So it goes on to say, who has been described as a mini-style star and has been celebrated for her fashion moments over the years. Her life and activities are followed extensively by the media and the public. With children, how far are parents willing to go to protect their children from the media and the perverts thereof, right? So the case got even nastier when Veronica said Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, was not a cultural icon. Now, when you talk about anybody's children or put them down, because we as parents, we all think our children are up here. But there's some people in the world that don't give a shit about your children. And will talk about your children and degrade your children. And as a mother, that's going to piss you off because you think highly of your children. And that's what I believe is going on with Fababe and Tracy in the beef and drama sector over on YouTube. It's getting real ugly, guys. In the newly filed order, the United States Patent and Trademark Office went over the entire record and testimony from both sides. In regard to the fraud allegations, the board disregarded writing because we find opposers failed to establish that applicant lacked a bona fide intent to use this mark in connection with the goods and services identified in the application. Her fraud claim based thereon of Faturi fails as well. She didn't get nowhere trying to sue B. The USPTO ordered Veronica's claims against Beyonce's trademark application are dismissed. They found no evidence the two trademarks will cause confusion with consumers. As a result, Beyonce will be granted her trademark application, which will bring an end to a years-long battle. Guys, let me know what you think about that down below. God bless you. Shalom. Have a great day and all that good stuff. And remember to please, 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 in the midst of all of this, guys, remember to let your light shine bright. There's a lot of dark light going around in this world, disguising itself as the angel of light, but there was only one angel of pure light, okay? And you should, by now, you should know the difference. So, guys, please.
Oh, shine your light, oh so bright, 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 bright.
Oh, shine your light. Alrighty then, let's try it one more time.
Oh, shine your light, oh so bright, 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 bright.
It's a delay. It's not playing. It's all good, guys. Can you guys hear it? Oh my God. Now I can't. All right. Let's see. Let me try this one more time.
Oh, shine your light, oh so bright, 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 bright.
I see there's some delay. Okay. So with that being said, guys, it's been an hour and 4 minutes. God bless you. Thank you. Have a good day. And remember, my spiritual ear, stay. And I hope that yours begin to as well. There's a lot of demonic stuff that you can address. You can speak up about. You can have a say so. You can't fight evil with evil, but you can overcome evil and win evil. One, by asking through the Lord's Prayer, deliver us from evil and lead us not into temptation. And two, letting the Lord fight your battles, knowing vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. And that's the way you overcome the enemy, by the word, by the blood of the Lamb, in the words of your testimony. So with that being said, testify today, people, and the wickedness that you see in your life. And with that being said, shalom, everybody. I appreciate you. God bless you. And I will be back later on with a call-in or a live panel. So stick around. Subscribe down below. Like, comment, and share. And let the world know what ReligionWinked TV is doing over here on Faithful Fridays, okay? On Faithful Fridays. Let me put that there. Because I don't care what day of the week it is, y'all. I am going to speak my truth regardless. Thank you for tuning in to Faithful Fridays and Afternoon's Delight with Drew. And I'll see you in the next live upload and or premiere. Thank you.